We are here with the organizers of this weekend, the ladies of Santa Barbara. And from our right to left, everybody introduce themselves.
I'm Jill Gass, racing for Calira and owner of Revolution Coaching and sponsor of the Echelon Club.
And I'm Avalon Jenkins Balker. I race for Echelon.
Sarah Patz, I'm the women's captain of the UCSB cycling team, and I'm a grad student at UCSB.
Very cool. So, ladies, tell us, this is a very special weekend. We're calling this the kickoff of the Women's Cycling Challenge weekend. And we're all kind of working together to grow the women's cycling scene. So what does it mean to you to actually be part of it, and what did you actually do? What did we do this weekend? Jill?
Well, today we had a social ride this morning. It was great. We had a really good attendance and fun ride this morning, followed by a race clinic that was also attended by Kim Anderson from Columbia, who gave us some really good insight and tips for first-time crit racers. We have a whole group of women right now warming up for their Cat 4 race, and we're going to have that in just a few minutes, actually. And that'll be a mentored race, and then we're going to follow that up with some debriefing session and goodie bags. So, everyone's going to be a winner here.
Very cool. Okay, I'm going to go past Avalon here for a second, and we're heading over to Sarah. And we kick this off we're actually in Los Olivos.
Yes.
But the event was hosted by UC Santa Barbara's cycling team. So tell us about what happened yesterday.
Yeah, so we put on our Poor College Kids We Road Race, which is our main fundraiser and moneymaker for our team. And we had great support from the community. I think we are expecting profit about $7,000 or $8,000.
Cool. So we got some college.
Yeah, some financing to pay for our collegiate season, and we had an amazing turnout for the women's field. About 42 women, and a good majority of them were Cat 4s, so just starting. So great opportunity for them to get the season going.
Yes, and then you guys have a team of ladies.
Yeah, we have a women's team. Our team is actually a pretty new team this year. We graduated a couple of our women's A's riders last year, and so now we only have about 3 returning riders, but we have a good amount of brand new women as well. So that's kind of a goal of our team, is really getting women into the sport that have never raced before, and collegiate is a really good way to do that because the races are smaller, they're low-key, they're not intimidating, and it's just a good way to really enter the sport.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And so speaking of women and the community of women cyclists representing Echelon,
Yes.
who is basically the host of this weekend, Avalon is here. And tell us about the race today. How did all that organizing come about?
Well, this is the mothballs, and it's our big event for raising money for our juniors. We have a junior program, which means we also have a Mother on Bicycles program, which is one of my interests. I have a junior on the team, and also interested in getting mothers on bicycles because they're at the races anyway. A lot of women, especially more mature women, are a little intimidated, don't know how to get into it, and Echelon is a social club, and we have lots of great women who are entry-level racers, and that's what this weekend's about.
Great. And so let me ask you, this is very unique. All of these women here today, a lot of them are racing a criterium for the first time, and you guys are hosting a Cat 4, which is the beginning women's category race. And what motivated you to do that?
Well, we want to encourage women, any size, shape, age, to just get on their bikes, and it's such a social thing to do. A lot of times there's a great big gap between racing and recreational riding, and we'd like to kind of bridge that gap. So the Women's Cycling Challenge is encouraging women on bicycles, and we thought it was a perfect match with our junior fundraiser. So
Awesome.
We're happy to be part of it.
Awesome. And so Jill, you're going to be doing something today called mentoring. Can you just explain what that is?
Well, we're going to have 2 mentors in the race, and the primary thing that we do is provide safety. So we'll be giving feedback, and during the race we'll also be observing the racers so that we can help them with debriefing afterwards. We help answer questions. We make sure that everyone try and make sure that everyone finishes successfully and safely.
Awesome. And Avalon, speaking of safely, is taking care of her daughter, Summersby, Wade Summersby, and they're about to race. So any last words? Growing cycling is important, and there are more and more women that are actually on bikes that we don't even know. So the more that we can kind of work together and grow our community is important. So do you guys have any thoughts on that before we get ready to watch the next race?
Well, whether someone decides to race or not, we want to just see more women on bikes. We want to see, being on a bike is very empowering, and whether you're racing or not, you can get a lot of fitness satisfaction, good empowerment feeling from bike riding. Bike racing would just be the next step for folks that are motivated to do that. So we're just going to encourage women all the way around to get on their bikes, whether they're racing or not.
And tell us about your team.
We're the Kalira racing team. We've got 11 members. We're all 40 plus. We have national champions. We have folks that have come from mountain biking, cyclocross. So we compete. We like to do stage racing. We do masters, a lot of masters stage racing, and we just try and have a great time.
Awesome. And in the end, what's really neat about Santa Barbara is that even though you're on different teams, you probably ride together. Is that true? So you are actually the Santa Barbara cycling team of women. I feel like Kielhauser right now. So, I mean, do you feel that you have that sense of community, and do you think that helps more women? Because there is definitely a cycling community of women in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Sarah,
I think Santa Barbara has a great cycling community in general, and even more impressive women's community. And I moved here for graduate school and didn't know a lot of people and met people, at school, but I felt really welcomed into this kind of friend and support network of cyclists, and I feel like that's, been a huge factor of how much I've loved Santa Barbara. So
cool.
It's absolutely a great presence here.
Awesome. And you guys go riding every so often? Or you see each other in passing?
Yeah, we've got our local group rides, and so everyone will show up for those, and so we get to touch base and see everybody, and then go have coffee. So.
Cool. And any last words to get more ladies on bikes, or?
Just try it. I mean, when I joined the team, I was like, I'm not racing at all. Like, I'll do it maybe to go on some rides and have fun, and just trying that step, then I was like, well, this is fun, I like it, and then eventually picked up racing. But even to start riding, if you think you're not going to race, still do it.
And the Women's Cycling Challenge offers a supportive environment for people that are not sure if that's something that they want to do. So, yeah, give it a shot. You're going to have a lot of support through the Women's Cycling Challenge, and we basically want you to have a lot of fun. So
cool. Well, thanks for kicking off the 2010 season. It's going to be so exciting seeing all of the different races and the different communities getting involved. We're going to be traveling to Redlands and doing another clinic there, and hopefully getting something going in San Diego and Orange County and LA. So thank you, Santa Barbara.